Hello and welcome to the first Blues View of the new season. I'm Paul Bradley and I'm joined on the phone now by Birmingham City correspondent Colin Tatham. Hi Colin.
Hi, hello.
Well, we're going to talk about Birmingham City's European campaign and that victory at the weekend in a moment. But first of all, is there any developments over the last few days in terms of the transfer market for Birmingham City?
No, it's very quiet at the moment, Bradders. In terms of the incomings, Chris Hume is working hard to try to sort of maximise what he can, the loan market and any good free transfers. We know Birmingham have been in talks with Anthony Guard, but they can't agree a length of contract there, so that one has gone quiet. And at the moment, there's nothing imminent in the pipeline, as obviously that they've got the sort of preparations that they've got to get through in the game in the Europa League this week, so that has sort of put transfer issues a little bit on the back burner.
Now you mentioned that game in Europe, and it's Nacional they're playing in Madeira. How are Birmingham City going to approach that game, especially with the problems they may have with the depth of their squad?
I think that is the key point. I mean, some people are saying, they should throw it because the Championship is more important. But my view is counter to that. I think this is very important. They've earned the right to play in Europe, so why waste that right? The Championship, trying to get promotion, is the be-all and end-all in many respects. But if we say that Birmingham are not nailed on for promotion this season and are not going to get relegated, then why not treat the Europa League with a lot of respect and go as far as you can? And the issue you mentioned there, it's the squad depth. They're taking 20 players out to Madeira. Some of those will be youngsters because simply there's a few injuries and they haven't got the numbers. It's not a case of Chris Hume will be playing the reserves. It'll be there will be changes, but it will be more of a mix and match. And the feeling I get from Chris Hume and the camp is that they do want to progress. They do want to win the game. So it's not a case that they are just going to sort of go over there and lay down and surrender.
And is it too early to have any team news? Is anyone who's definitely not going to be playing in this game?
Jordan Much injured his ankle in training, and he's been taken for X-rays, and they'll get the results back pretty soon. So he will not be flying out to Madeira. And Chris Burke is okay. He looked in a bad way at the end of the Coventry City game, but he got a bang on the knee. But he's fine. And then it's the other three longer-term casualties, Cameron Jerome, Marlon King and Nikola Zigic are not travelling either, as they are still injured and, a couple of 2 or 3 weeks away from returning. Okay.
And just moving on to that victory at the weekend, first victory for Birmingham City of the new season. How important was it for Chris Hughton to get those 3 points?
I think it was massive. It didn't matter how they came either. They needed to get some points on the board and get up and running, really, because otherwise, the focus, gets put on the club and people start doubting and maybe confidence gets dented a little bit. But so in that respect, it was much needed, absolutely vital, and Birmingham deserved it, and they were very professional in the second half. They maybe weren't as slick or as incisive as they were on the opening day of the season and didn't create as many chances, but they got the job done, and a lot of times in the Championship, that's what it's all about. You've just got to get the job done and, never mind the quality in many respects, just feel the width and take the points.
Okay, Colin, well, thanks for your thoughts today. Of course, you'll also be in Madeira following Birmingham City's game against Nacional, and we'll have the match reports and your analysis in the Birmingham Mail edition on Friday and also on birminghammail.net. Colin, once again, thanks very much, and we'll be back again next week with more Blues View.